I had the idea this weekend of taking a little trip to Colombia and visiting some people and places that I like. The lighting and the sound aren't the greatest. The lighting and the sound aren't the greatest now. I don't know how all this is going to transfer over the web, if it's going to look any good or anything, but hopefully it'll all come together and it won't look like just one big wasted download. So here it is.
I'm hoping that you're doing soccer games more than you're doing things like that.
Nah. I'm just taking the tour. I'm just taking the tour of Colombia. I'm just stopping it. Oh, Colombia, what could be more dull? But anyway.
And is this your first stop?
Huh?
Is this your first stop?
No, this is one of several. I stopped by Maurice's too. I didn't talk to him though. But this is a better place than Maurice's. Y'all don't have a flag for one thing. Show me making a pizza. This is the pizza you're making?
Yeah, that's a veggie slam.
Yeah? What all does it have on it?
Onions, white and purple, mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, regular tomatoes, olives.
Billy, how long have you had this place now?
Since October, since the first week of October.
Yeah? It's doing pretty well?
Yes, we're doing well. We expect to do a lot better. We just put a billboard out there above the Dunkin' Donuts that now we'll be shamelessly marketing our pizza out there on North 2 Notch.
Yeah.
And we expect business to pick up even more as a result of it.
Billy, you're a film buff.
Yes.
What's the greatest film ever made?
I'd say probably Citizen Kane.
What's your favorite film of all time?
Probably Maltese Falcon.
Yeah?
Possibly, oh gosh, The Man Who Would Be King, I'd put that up there.
What kind of movies you show here at the Nickelodeon?
Generally, we show films that other theaters in the city won't touch. That includes foreign films, subtitled films, films that are too controversial for the mainstream theaters, and films that are not expected to gross a lot in the box office. We can take a risk on those films, whereas the commercial theaters have to use their screen space for the blockbusters.
Yep.
There are some films that have been coming out of Europe in the last 3 years that are all part of the Dogma 95, or a new.
That's kind of how I'm shooting.
Yeah.
That's how I'm shooting.
You're holding steadier. The Dogma camera would have been.
It'd be like this.
360 degrees around the room.
Yeah.
And we actually have people get motion sickness when they're watching those films.
Yeah.
And they leave them frequently.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt watching Traffic, I thought, but anyway.
This film that's playing right now, you can count on me as a perfect example of the kind of film that so many people think isn't made in the U.S. It's not terribly long, it's not terribly tragic. It's a simple story with simple elements and actors that don't cost $20 million a piece to make a film, and it's excellent, but for some reason it didn't end up in commercial theaters in Colombia.
What's your name?
Matt.
Matt, how long have you worked here at Cool Beats?
About 4 months now.
About 4 months? You like it?
It's the best job I've had so far.
Really?
Yeah, beats working in a kitchen.
Yeah, I guess so. You, yep, I mean, does it get kind of crazy at lunch and so forth? Or not?
What's that?
Does it get kind of crazy at lunch?
Not on Saturdays. During the week, the lunches are pretty crazy. Lunches get real busy around here.
Yep.
Saturdays are generally nice, slow, relaxed days.
What do you mostly sell in here? I mean, it's pop and jazz, but you sell all kinds of things, right?
Yeah, it means it's mostly CDs, but style of music, it's probably a real mix of rock, R&B, rap, jazz.
What's your favorite jazz record?
Dave Holland, Conference of the Birds.
Do you have it in stock?
Yep.
Can we see it?
Yep.
What do you like about it? Hold it up. What do you like about it?
It has one of the things I like about jazz is the loose nature of it, the improvisational aspect. I mean, I'm not so much into compositions, I'm much more into playing. This has that nice loose feel.
Right.
Some really intense playing and a couple of really pretty songs too.
Cool. What do people like about vinyl?
Biggest thing you hear is sound quality. Next biggest thing is just that's the only way to get it.
Right. Right. That it hasn't come out on CD yet.
Right.
Yeah. And you have jazz records here from, gosh, how far back? How far back? What do you think is the oldest thing you have here as far as records go?
Some Edison discs that predate World War I.
Wow. How much do those go for?
They're not really that big a deal. Thomas Edison is what they call Edison discs, but they're we saw this maybe $4 or $5. There's not really no music that anybody looks for on an Edison disc. It's just the novelty of having something that's almost 100 years old.
Yeah.
Edison himself.
Let me see. Where's it? Yep. How old is that record?
It's probably 1908,
1908.
1906, somewhere along there.
Tell me about Loose Lucy's.
Well,
How did Loose Lucy's start?
you know,
And while you talk, I'm just going to kind of film around.
okay.
So go ahead.
Loose Lucy's, you know, started about 1990 by some people, not us, but some good friends of ours. You know, they had sold some things on tour, on Dead tour, sold some clothing and other things like that, and they said, why don't we do a store?
For what do you account for the continuing popularity of the Grateful Dead?
You know,
You've probably been asked that question a lot.
I have, actually. I think that it's because they're American originals, and a lot of stuff is so cookie cutter. You know, so much entertainment is cookie cutter these days that when people discover the Dead and how organic it is and how, well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you know, it seems very different to a lot of other things that they've been fed in their life.
Right.
They're not the best at what they do.
Huh?
They're not the best at what they do.
They're not?
They were the only ones to do what they did.
Oh, okay. How would you, if you were to describe what they did, what would in a sentence, what would it be?
They took people to that place, that spiritual place that a lot of us couldn't find from anything else but their music.
Right.
And the live experience was the best, of course, but thankfully they were kind enough to allow us to tape it. We still have the music we can play and listen to and share with other people, so we can continue to revisit that place,
Right.
even though they're not with us anymore.
What's your name? Your name's what?
My name's Sarah.
Sarah? Okay. Show me the clothes that you have in Loose Lucy's.
We have some nice rat dresses, some that are long and some that are short right now.
Uh-huh.
And then
Cool.
a lot of the flowered dresses that have just gotten in for spring.
Right.
We carry a lot of tops and skirts as well.
Okay. Okay.
And then, let's see. This
Okay.
is a nice style of top that you can wear alone or over things. And
Okay.
pretty much throughout the year, so it's very useful.
Do more women or men buy clothes here?
More women buy the clothing.
More women do? But I mean, do you sell clothes for guys?
We do have a few things, yes. We've got the dashikis here.
Yeah.
And then these tops also are more unisex.
Oh,
We sell
cool.
them to women or men. We have a few pair of men's jeans left in the back, and then these drawstring pants.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. I see. I say ooh, yeah, because I mean those are for men.
Women wear them too, but
Yeah. They'd be sexier on women, I think. But anyway,
The word is
that's
unisex.
just me.
It's a
Unisex?
unisex garment.
Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
Make a note of that.
Okay. What else we have? What else we have in the back? We'll go through the things here.
keep all of our tapestries and swathes back here.
Yeah, you sell blankets. You
Yes,
sell
right
some.
down there.
Right. I've got a few. Anyway, how long have you worked here?
Since June, so about not quite a year.
Are you a deadhead?
I wasn't till I started working here, but it grew on me.
But you'll never go back?
I'll never recover.
I didn't really have an idea for an ending, so I'll just say thanks for your patience.
Come on, everybody, let's do the whole.